this reading has found you on your feed today, it's found you for a reason. Let's jump in and see what your spirit guides want you to know in your reading today. Let's take a deep breath before we jump in. Spirit guides, what does my TikTok collective need to know today? What do they need to hear? The person who is watching this reading or who has found this reading on their For You page, what do they need to know? The person who is watching this reading, what do they need to know, Spirit? Let's see, we've got the 9 of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we've got the Hanged Man. I'm hearing surrender to the divine. We've got Pisces energy here, represented here. Sagittarius with Temperance at the bottom of the deck. I'm hearing surrender to the divine, right? I'm hearing something is going to work out for you. The Wheel of Fortune predicts not only change, but whenever it comes out, it really encourages you to surrender to the divine, to surrender to fate. The Wheel of Fortune often tells us that there's change on our cards, but it's likely not going to be what we expect. Right? The 9 of Cups is saying there's some kind of wish coming true for you, right? There's something working out for you, but Spirit is encouraging you to surrender. There's an energy of divine orchestration here, of redirection from what I'm seeing here on the cards, right? Again, Temperance. This for me is giving this message of divine protection, angelic protection, Traditionally, the Temperance, is all about finding your inner calm, remaining patient, moderation. But it's also a reminder here of angelic protection, right? Surrender. Surrender with the Hanged Man, right? And remember as well, this Hanged Man is it is a limbo or a stuck energy, but it's also that symbolization of a chrysalis, like a caterpillar dangling upside down, which transforms into a butterfly, right? You may be feeling stuck right now. You may be feeling lost. You may be feeling in limbo in your life, right? But there is change. Change is guaranteed. Change is always guaranteed for us, right? But just let fate take the reins right now. I'm hearing that going with the flow is all you can really do right now, right? Let's see, what else does my collective need to hear, Spirit? Ace of Wands. The Sun. So much happiness is on your cards, my lovely. Right? So much happiness is on your cards with the Ace of Wands and the Sun, King of Cups, right? There is I feel like a lot of you guys are wondering, am I ever going to be happy? Am I ever going to be happy again? Is happiness on my cards? Because I feel like you've not been very happy for a long time, and this Ace of Wands and the Sun is confirming for you that you will. Aces always talk about the beginnings of something in the tarot. The Ace of Wands brings this energy of zest, excitement, energy, right? This is a very exciting energy when the Ace of Wands comes out. Something is beginning and it feels very exciting. The Sun is the happiest card in the whole deck, and it feels like it does involve here a King of Cups, right? A romantic energy on your cards, because not that, love is something that should be bringing you the happiness or anything. Sorry, my cat's been very distracting. Hold on. Sorry about that, guys. My cat's so distracting. Not that you should ever rely on love to bring you that happiness, but I'm just saying that it does involve a King of Cups, someone very, very compassionate, very emotionally intelligent, very, very loving, right, is what I'm seeing here on the cards. Okay, let's see, Four of Cups, Justice, and the Three of Cups with the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I feel like there's an indication here of you winning some kind of battle. For some of you guys in the collective, this may literally be like a legal battle from what I'm seeing here on the cards. For others of you guys, this may just be you sort of winning at life because... right, okay, so let me explain. So the legal side that I feel may be significant with you, with this Four of Cups, Justice to the Three of Cups, and the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck, you may literally be in some kind of battle, like some kind of legal battle, some kind of tug of war. That with this Four of Cups, I just saw 555 on the timer as well. With this Four of Cups, you're really like mulling over, maybe feeling a bit pessimistic about, you're ruminating over it is what I feel on here on the cards, and there's a favourable outcome here with Justice to the Three of Cups. There's this energy of justice coming, a celebration. The other interpretation of this is not to do with a legal battle. I feel like this is talking about you feeling in competition with other people. Like there's this feeling here of like, when am I gonna get my justice? When am I gonna start winning in life? You know, because I feel like you've been comparing yourself to other people who have what you don't. From what I'm seeing here on the cards, you've been feeling really bored, really underfulfilled in your life with the Four of Cups, feeling very dissatisfied with life. And there's this energy of like your justice coming in, right? You will win. Why is justice here? Yeah. Two of Wands to the Three of Swords, right? The Three of Swords, you know, you've been in this energy of loss, heartbreak, pain. But then the Two of Wands here, you know, this gives this feeling here of like expansion, a decision being made, right? Could even be the case it's talking to you about as well, like new opportunities here, for you, right? The Nine of Wands says, I know you're feeling exhausted, I know you're feeling fed up, but a breakthrough is near. You've been through a lot from what I'm seeing here on the cards. You've been through a lot. You've been through a lot of loss, you've been through a lot of depression, a lot of grief, a lot of sadness, but just trust the process. Trust the process, okay? I know that's easier said than done. Spirit, can I have an oracle card for my TikTok collective? What does my TikTok collective need to hear today? A leg up. I'm telling you, you're being helped and assisted by your angels, by your guides. A leg up. This is all about receiving help, receiving support, right? From, could even be the case of people around you or your angels and your guides. Right, this card says, you've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with perfect people to align you with who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid freely given. When you embrace independence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is a such time. such time to accept help, to accept support, right? Chaos and conflict, right, is also here with the card message in a bottle. Underneath that we have the card breathe. So you may be feeling like things are in shambles around you right now with this card chaos and conflict, right? You may be feeling like everything's in shambles around you, but the message in a bottle, when this card comes out, this says that there's a message coming in for you and it's going to be good. It's going to be positive news for you. So just breathe. Try and relax. That good news is coming, right? And again, this may be regarding like some kind of court situation, or it might just be in your general life. Just know a message is coming. The answer is coming. Breathe, right? You know that amongst the chaos, amongst the soil and the debris being scattered everywhere, new seeds are taking root and sprouting for you as well.